Today we're trying out the pink and purple P. Louise eye bases that I picked up recently. I kept getting bombarded with ads because they were on sale, so I thought, why not? The concealer coloured one has done me well. Let's try out a couple of others. Using them, the pink went on really nicely. It blended in a dream. The purple, however, I had a little bit of trouble working with that. I tried to blend it on exactly the same way I did with the pink, using a fluffy brush and sort of tapping it in. But every time I tried to lay down some colour, it just sort of picked itself back up. It was really patchy. The formula felt overly watery. So I went back in over the top of that with the pink eye base, just so that the shadows have something to stick to when we start playing with those. I'm trying the pink from this New Mood palette, which usually I love, but actually for this pink, it was a bit dark. So instead I'm going to my sampler palette and from the Neon Grunge using that pink, which is my favourite pink at the moment. It's so vibrant. So I'm tapping that shade all over the pink on that inner side of my eye. And then we're going to take the purple and we're going to start building up the colour on the outer edge, almost like a wing. Using tapping motions, I'm going to walk that pigment over towards my crease to give a little bit more definition. I'm going slightly higher than my natural crease so that you can actually see it when my eyes are open, because I've got slightly hooded eyes. To make the blend a little bit more seamless, I'm going back in with the pink and just tapping that on my brow bone and a little bit more over my lid to keep the pink bits pink and the purple bit purple. Then we replicate that on the other side and it's onto blush. I wanted a pink blush, not quite as vibrant as what I have on my eyes, but vibrant, you know. It turns out I don't have much of that in my makeup, so I had to settle for the cream blush that I did have, and then I went over the top with a slightly pinker powder blush a little bit later, and that intensified it slightly. Under my eyes, I've gone a little bit crazy with the shimmer. So I have a pink highlight shimmer in a blush palette that I got years ago from Revolution. I forgot to show it to the camera, but if I use it again, I'll point it out. So I popped that all under my eyes and then realized that I really liked the sparkliness, so I wanted to use some gems that I got recently. I've got a whole host of new gems and things that I'll be sticking to my face in future projects. Lips, I used my face paint palette. I went in with a purple base and then used eyeshadows and shimmers to set it and topped that with gemstones as well. I wanted to pop lashes on for this look too, so I did that and stuck some gemstones to those. That's my favourite little bit. It gives me a little sparkle in my eye. And that's the look. Definitely not one of my favourites, but thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.